Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some Mattel doll news to talk about. From the brand new Barbie Atelier $300 doll selling out in less than 2 weeks, we have to talk about the winner of the K-pop Demon Hunter Collector fan voting, which is Demon Jinu, and what that means for future boy doll releases. We also have new stock photos of upcoming Huntrix dolls. We have first looks at new Monsterista's G3 Playline dolls, new Fearbook Draculaura doll found in real life, and more, so stay tuned. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, no pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. But for now, let's get into it. Okay, firstly, we gotta talk about the Barbie Atelier doll, the, yes, brand new higher, like taller inch scale doll, silkstone platinum label, $300 not including shipping. And of course she was more for international fans. This doll selling out in less than 2 weeks. To be precise, it was a little over a week. So to me, this is insane. I mean, I know she's platinum label, which means that, no, it's been confirmed that there was only 5,000 of her made, but still, like 5,000. You're telling me 5,000 people bought her full price in less than 2 weeks without even waiting to see if promo codes would work? Because promo codes now only work after 2 weeks have passed. And I really find it hard to believe that a lot of people would not even want to wait to see if promo codes would work to at least like save like $5 or 10, like that can make a difference. $10 can make a huge difference for some people, me included. Like, I was waiting for the 2 weeks to, run by so I could perhaps buy her, like that. I feel like for me, that would have been more likely. So yeah, I was not able to get her. So I feel like for me, that would have been more realistic, but like her selling out in a little over a week is insane. Again, this is a whole new thing for Barbie. Like, we've gotten collector Barbies before, silkstone Barbies, fashion model Barbies with the vintage look. We've gotten tons and tons of model muse Barbie dolls. So this is a brand new thing for Barbie as a brand. They have never done something like this where it's like a taller doll, 14 inches to be exact. And she has like well, basically her base body is the same like other made to move bodies, but she has even like a higher articulation with the fingers, the toes. She is silkstone. Yes, she is platinum label. So this is a first in her kind of like in her collection. And yeah, so this is probably going to be a whole new line of dolls, Barbie Atelier. So they're gonna make more for sure. But here's the thing: what if she didn't sell out? Because I don't feel like this is really possible. Because like I do realize that there's rich collectors out there who have money to spare. That obviously there are collectors that don't have to think twice about getting a doll like this, especially when she's the first in a series, which makes her even more valuable, right? Oh, she's the first. But that's the minority. That's a minority of Barbie collectors. The majority of Barbie collectors are not rich. They wouldn't just spend frivolously and without thinking twice. Like, no, the average Barbie collector that I saw commenting and reacting towards this doll clearly stated that this was just too much of a high price point. Even BJD collectors were like, yeah, no, this is just way too expensive for what you're getting. Even BJD collectors, which this is definitely like a Barbie doll that's trying to compete with Integrity Toys or BJD. So it's like in all realms, it seemed like people just agreed that she was too expensive for what she was, and especially in a first of a line, the first of her kind. She was too expensive. It was like dropping us on a cliff and just like saying like, here you go. She's $300, not including shipping, and even more for international collectors. So it's like, I really figured like we'd have at least 2 weeks and I could have waited. But I guess not. So, and I just don't believe that she really is sold out. Like, you're telling me that 5,000 people legitimately purchased her paying full price plus shipping, and like I don't believe that. Like, that cannot be true. And I did recently find out by someone that there are payment plans, which never popped up for me, but like apparently there are payment plans. Maybe that's what people did as well, to like pay in segments every week or something. That could be. But like, you're telling me that 5,000 people bought her with payment plans? Like, probably not. And yes, I saw some people, saying like, oh, someone bought the doll for them, which is a really nice gesture. And like, so I do see people like who were able to get her through one way or another. But like, I really find it hard to believe that 5,000 people, like every single one of them purchased her somehow. Like, I think it's more likely that what really happened is Mattel saw that perhaps there were really low sales, and to make it look like she is doing well, they probably pulled her early from the website to make it look like she sold out, to create false scarcity, to create false FOMO, to make her look like she's worth more than she is. That's what I think what truly happened here. And I think this is likely because Mattel has a track record of behaving like this, of doing this with releases in the past, where perhaps they're not doing well, but then they make it look like she sold out, like the doll sold out, to make it look like, oh, she's doing well, and then eventually they have a quote restock, and that's when people buy the doll because, oh, they sold out previously, so that must mean that this doll is highly sought after, right? It's the FOMO mentality. It's the scarcity mentality. It's all over the world done by companies to create higher profit and to make it look like their products are worth more than they are. So this is this is done over and over by so many companies, and this is a really, to be fair, it is a really good, marketing move to make it look like their products, again, are selling, like hotcakes, but really they're not. So I think that's what's more likely to have happened. Now, again, I do believe some people did buy her. Again, I've seen people say that they did get her somehow, but majority told me no. Like on my polling votes, on the comments, on my videos, like all of you have clearly stated that like she's pretty, but she's not worth that much money. And a lot of you agreed if it was able to, that you would wait until she was perhaps on sale or with the promo codes, like it seems like we all had an agreement that, we were gonna wait. We were gonna wait at least to see how it went. So it's just, to me, something doesn't quite add up. Like it's just sus. It's sus. And again, I think it's very likely that Mattel, again, this is just allegedly. Of course, we don't know for sure. No one. Mattel's never gonna come forward and like confirm any of this because, like, of course they're not gonna do that. But I think just from like the behavior in the past and like the public response to this doll doesn't match the same, quickness of her apparently selling out. Like something doesn't add up. And I know that there are rich collectors who, again, would spend without thinking twice, but I don't think they are the majority. They are not the majority. Like statistically speaking, your average Barbie collector, they're not rich. They're not going to spend as much money on a doll like this without thinking really hard about it and without thinking, okay, how much can I save the most money getting her? Again, payment plans or waiting for the 2 weeks. The promo codes really do help. So I think the majority of people really do not have that kind of income, in this economy. Of course not. So it's just something doesn't add up, and I want to know from you, like, what do you think about this doll apparently selling out really quickly? And I think for me, it's also scary because now Mattel, if, again, let's just assume that she really did sell out somehow, some way or another, this is going to send Mattel the wrong message that they are allowed to price dolls even higher. For no reason. Because let's be real, again, did this doll really cost that much money? Like, no. She could have been 200 something. She did not have to cost that much money. But Mattel, they're really increasing the prices recently with a lot of things, so it's not surprising. But yeah, so this is in many cases a really worrying scenario, and something, again, just doesn't quite add up. So I don't know. Again, if she really sold out, then I guess, okay, that's fair. Maybe scalpers bought her a lot because they thought she's going to cost even more. on eBay or something, you know, and I have seen listings which are so crazy on the in the 1,000, you know, price range. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe scalpers and a combination of scalpers and like that 1% of rich Barbie collectors were able to buy her. But like, I still just do not believe it. So, if she really did not sell out and Mattel just pulled her early, then that does mean that they still have that stock somewhere in a warehouse. And they will have to get rid of it eventually. So I do think in a future, you know, a hypothetical scenario, there will be a potential restock of the doll, you know, quote, restock. Because again, Mattel will have to get rid of that stock eventually, even if they wanted to make it look like she sold out. You know, they're going to be like, oh, we have a limited amount of restock. You know, it's like they always do this the same way. So if she did not really sell out, but if she did sell out, then, you know, I guess we'll have to wait and see about the future of Barbie Atelier. And yeah, even more price increases for quality, which does not reflect the same. But what do you think? What are your theories? Do you really think she sold out? Like that many people just straight up bought her, scalpers? Or do you think similarly to me that perhaps something else is afoot, something else happened, and perhaps Mattel pulled her early to make it look like she's worth more than she is, to create false scarcity, to create FOMO, because I do think that's just more likely what happened. But again, we're never gonna know what really happened. Mattel is never gonna actually clear the air. They're just gonna keep pretending like she actually sold out, like actually 5,000 people really bought her. Again, we don't really know. Maybe that's actually what happened, but I don't believe that. Do you believe that? I don't think so. But I'm mostly just annoyed that my opportunity of buying her potentially was taken from me, because like I was saying, I was thinking of buying her. I was waiting for the 2 weeks to pass so I could try the promo codes on her, because even if just saving a couple bucks, like I do think that would have helped immensely. So yeah, even though I did not buy her and I wasn't able to, I would have liked to have gotten her. She really is right up my alley. Like I think she's super pretty. You know, is she perfect? No. I think like perhaps having one, you know, continuous shade of pink throughout her entire outfit would have been better than having the gray and like the dusty pink and the vibrant bubblegum pink for her boots. Like I do think a couple of design choices here, like I would have liked to have been different. Also the hairstyle, the hair bow is nice, but like I would have preferred hair play over design. So maybe give her like a high ponytail, give her really long hair. Like I feel like that would have given her more versatility than a hair bow that's just gelled. So while she's not perfect, and you know, I would have still liked to get her because she really is unique, and and I love Silkstone. Silkstone dolls are so nice, you know, especially Barbie. Like they just feel so heavy, and like there's something really good quality about them. So yeah, unfortunately, it's not meant to be unless I want to pay like $1,000. Oh my god, yeah. This is just really annoying to me, because I was really this close to like buying her, but yeah. Guess it wasn't meant to be, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with this Barbie Atelier doll, and yeah, I don't know, what do you think? Moving on, we had a first look at the new Barbie Basics You Create Deluxe kits coming on April 7th, only exclusively on Mattel Creations. Both kits are priced around $100 US. Now, the wigs are back, so yes, in these two kits, there will be about 3 wigs included, and there will be 3 body types as well included, all made to move. Of course, there will be a couple of outfits included, outfit pieces and shoe molds and accessories and jewelry and shoes, I'm assuming. So these 2 kits are very similar to last year's kits essentially, but the color theming here instead of black is going to be beige and neutrals and off-white and creams. So I am excited to see what's up with these 2 kits, because I still haven't gotten any of the Barbie Basics or You Create kits. I haven't gotten any of them. So if any of these 2 kits really seem to, I don't know, wake something in me and I end up liking them, then I might buy one, but probably not, because I've just realized that Barbie Basics is not really meant for me, because I don't really I display my dolls. I don't really customize my dolls like that. And also the wigs can kind of look off. They kind of look a little bit wonky. So, but yeah, I'm excited to see what these look like. The outfit portions that we see in these teasers look a little bit promising. The real belt is really exciting. Yeah, the belt is nice. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. But April 7th, which is crazy. We're already in April. Yeah, cannot believe it. Happy Easter, I guess. No, wait, it's not Easter yet. But yeah, basically it is. But what do you think of these new kits, and how do you feel about the wigs being back? Now we also have the lineup for April on Mattel Creations, the release schedule. So like I mentioned, on April 7th, we're getting these 2 deluxe kits, and then we're getting another release for Barbie in April, which is on the 25th of April. And at first I wasn't sure what this could be, but then I remembered that obviously the He-Man, Masters of the Universe live action dolls probably will be released on this day. So I'm pretty sure that this release will be the He-Man and Tila Barbie signature dolls, again based on the live action Masters of the Universe movie coming also, I believe, in April or May or June, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure this 25th of April release is the He-Man dolls, which those are going to be so exciting. Cannot wait to get them. But that's kind of it. Yeah, so 2 releases in April, I guess, or at least from what we know of so far anyway. Kind of not a lot, but yeah, it's something. What do you think? Now moving on to Monster High. Yes, we also have the release schedule for Monster High on Mattel Creations. So on April 1st, of course, we're getting the 4th wave of the crew productions. Very exciting. Of course, they're also coming to other retailers. And then on April 27th, we're getting another release. Now, I wasn't sure what this could be at first, but of course, I remembered it's very likely the River Styx Collector doll, as Glinda Chu, the designer, revealed that apparently she was going to be released sometime in the next couple of months. So very likely this could be River Styx's release date on Mattel Creations, because we know for sure she is not a Comic-Con exclusive, thankfully. So yeah, if this is River Styx, very exciting. If not, I guess what else could it be? I'm not really sure. But Monster High releases for Mattel Creations also seem to be a bit less than usual. So yeah, let's see what this ends up being. What do you think? How would it be for you if River Styx really came out at the end of April? Then we had a first real-life look at the new Monster High Fearbook 3rd Wave Draculaura doll here. Apparently she's releasing sometime summer this year. She's got surround hair, and she was made in China. She's priced around $24 US as are the other dolls as well from this wave. She was found by a Pleasant doll. So, I mean, out of the entire wave, for Draculaura to get found early is a bit lackluster. Like, to me, she's the least interesting one. So I would have much rather if Ghoulia got found early, or even Laguna. But no, Draculaura here she looks fine in person. The bangs are black. The ponytail is pink. It's a nice design, I guess. The yellow hints in her outfit are cute. But really, she's not that interesting. I feel like Ghoulia is definitely like more interesting to me. Ghoulia looks amazing, really. Laguna is fine. So yeah, but we have yet to even see actual full stock photos of these dolls. So the release date is, I think, pretty soon, but we have yet to see more stock photos of these dolls. But what do you think of Draculaura here, and who is your favorite? Then we got a first look at the new Monsteristas dolls for this year, including Cleo, Laguna, Frankie, and Draculaura. No Laguna, so maybe she will come later as a addition. I'm not really sure. But Draculaura first up here, she's got a really simple print dress on and a shirt underneath, which might be separate. Her mug is cool. She's got a side part. I think overall she's fine. Again, these are supposed to be like very simplified Monster High dolls for like a cheaper price point, I believe. But thankfully they still have articulation at the elbows and knees. So even though they are supposed to be like playline budget, they do still have articulation, which is weird because like the Buried Secrets dolls don't have that same treatment. So yeah, why? I'm not sure. Then we've got Cleo, and she's probably my favorite. I just love this dress on her, the yellow sleeves matching the belt. She's got this deep blue lipstick as well, and no tinsel. Instead of tinsel, she's got these light blonde highlights in her hair. I feel like this just looks really good on her. So yeah, Cleo looks amazing, and again, she's got articulation. The artwork looks amazing as well. The price point, I'm not actually sure what they're priced, but probably around like $16 US. I would say that they're less than than 20 bucks, right? I think so. They've got to be less than 20, like 15, 16 probably. Here is Frankie, and we will be comparing the new ones to the older versions, by the way, in a second, but the outfit here is similar to the last Monsterista Frankie, but I think it looks better here. They've got like a pink belt on, this like blue fishnet layer over the dress. The lipstick, once again, is darker. I think looks better on this doll. The majority white with the little bit of black on the one side part is really nice. Like I feel like the look is nice, and then the purse, all of it. I think like here Frankie just looks really good. I think this design is simple, but it works. Then lastly, we've got Claudine, and I do like the hairstyle here. It's very curly. The deeper lipstick, once again, is an improvement over the last version, but the different animal patterns on the shirt and skirt to me does not work out as well. The necklace is nice, the purse is nice, just yeah, the silhouette, the outfit for her is not as, I think, well executed. And of course, like I mentioned, yes, we're comparing the older versions to the newer versions as well. It's crazy to think that the first versions came out in 2023, which is 3 years ago. Oh my god, I feel so old. But yeah, that's when they came out, and the new ones are coming out this year. So yeah, Cleo did come out in 2024. She was also added in later, and I guess again, Laguna, is she gonna be included here? Laguna later on. I don't know why they're starting to exclude Laguna from more and more series. But you can see that the artwork is different on the packaging clearly, but also the background of the packaging is different. And of course, the theming of their outfits is very similar. The silhouettes, the design elements here, even the hairstyles and the parting is similar, but the makeup is different. The prints are different. The purses and shoes are different, I think, as well. So it's very interesting evolution here. Which versions do you prefer? The older versions or the newer versions? I think for me, I would prefer the newer versions. They just look a bit more refined. Well, except for Claudine. I think for her, both versions are kind of just meh, you know? By the way, if you're looking for the crew productions, apparently they're available already early on Amazon website. I'm not sure, but you're gonna have to check the listings on youloveit.com. They usually have the links for these things. So yeah, check the links on that website, and again, maybe they're available on Amazon already. So yeah, fingers crossed. I hope the release goes well. And lastly, for K-pop Demon Hunter updates, yes, we finally have stock photos of the packaging for the new upcoming Singing Huntrix dolls. These dolls will be singing the now Oscar-winning song Golden, which is amazing. These are priced around $32 US, releasing sometime this summer. The packaging here is, yes, the last thing that we had not seen yet of these dolls, because I basically had shown already all of the other stock photos of these dolls, but now the packaging has been revealed. Yay. And basically it looks kind of simple for all three dolls. Just the main difference here is obviously the doll displayed in the center, the name on the bottom, and then the artwork render as well. So that's the main differences, but the rest is basically the same all throughout with these dolls. So yeah, even though they're pricier, they are still considered playline. So yeah, I think they look good. I do have to say the faces do look a bit weird. They look a bit different than the other stock photos that we've seen. So hopefully once we see real life pictures of these dolls in the packaging, the faces look better, because so far, yeah, especially for Rumi, the face just looks a bit off. I don't know, but they do look good overall. I just don't know if I will be getting them because they are pricier, and I want to get the core dolls most and foremost, not these dolls. So yeah, I'm not sure, but what do you think? And yes, lastly, we have to talk about the winner of the fan voting for the next K-pop Demon Hunter collector doll, which turned out to be Jinu, Demon Jinu himself. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm elated. I am ecstatic that he won. I was worried for a second that he might have not, you know, that he might lose, but because I remembered a lot of people really do like Mira, you know, but thankfully people, you know, realized that there's more at stake here if Jinu lost, and so thankfully, yeah, he won. So what does this mean? Well, basically, they did not reveal the official pricing or release date for this doll, but apparently he will be available for pre-order later this year, exclusively only on Mattel Creations. Now, I think for me, the guess of the price point for this doll will be around $80-$70 US. So that might sound expensive, but you know, I think this is obviously a collector doll, and they're gonna want to price him very highly. So, I mean, if he costs 50, like, that would be insane. That would be like, yes, please. But very realistically speaking, he very likely will be around 70 US dollars, probably similar to the price point as with Monster High's collector releases, you know, so that's kind of like what we're looking at. So yeah, he's gonna be expensive. I don't think he would be like $100. That would be a bit crazy, even for Mattel, because he's just one doll and he's not like Silkstone. He's not like a taller doll, you know, like he's a simple doll, you know, so I think like 70, 80 would be more like, okay, that's the ballpark we're speaking in. So yeah, I don't, again, we don't know when specifically he's going to be ready to, you know, for sale, because I'm guessing they now have to first get him into production and get him made. So yeah, but he is a exciting addition. He's going to be the second ever Jinu doll. He has rooted hair. He's got the demon marks all over his body. He's got the unique hand sculpting, the layers. So he's got a lot of unique features on him that are very exciting. And I think even just for boy dolls in general, this is going to be a big step in the right direction, hopefully, especially for Mattel, because now that, you know, he's won, hopefully Mattel takes this as a sign from collectors that we do want to see more boy dolls get made, you know, ranging from Barbie, KPop Demon Hunters, but also Monster High, more Mansters, please, you know, like, hopefully this kind of gives Mattel a sign that we do want, there is a market for boy dolls, you know, there's a demand here. So to me, that's my hope, that they realize that there is a market here. But most importantly, also now that Demon Jinu won, this does make it more obvious and more likely that Mattel will be making the other Sasha Boys into dolls as well. Abby, Romance, Mystery, and Baby. Like, how can they not? So I do think, as we're speaking, Mattel is probably having meetings and fast-tracking the development of turning the other Sasha Boys into dolls, because, like, how can they not? So hopefully by the end of this year, we'll have some kind of confirmation of this actually being true, because right now it's just a rumor, or we'll have even some leaks perhaps of how they will look like. It's just crazy to me that the companies were so unprepared with the success of this movie, so now we're so lacking, we're so behind in merchandise for this movie. It's like we're so behind, like it's crazy. Like, we're just now getting dolls of the Huntrix this summer, and hopefully by the end of this year we'll have confirmation of the Sasha Boys as dolls, and maybe they'll be released next year. So I cannot believe we're gonna have to wait it so long until the other Sasha Boys get dolls. Like, it's gonna take a long time, but it'll be worth it, hopefully. And that does it for today's Mattel doll news roundup. I hope you all enjoyed, and let me know what you think down below. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, no pressure, to support our channel that way, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.